Hey folks, Nathan here from the Star Wars Timeline Gold, Star Wars Beyond the Films, the Star Wars Reports Rebels Roundtable, etc., etc. Bring you a look at some more materials here for Age of Rebellion, the second of the Fantasy Flight Games lines of Star Wars role-playing materials. This time we are looking at the Age of Rebellion role-playing game Game Master Kit. Runs about $25, $18 depending on where you get it online, but of course you'll make most of that back up in shipping. Now this here, when you buy this thing, it's shrink-wrapped closed. This is just a flimsy little cover. It's meant to be thrown away. Only reason I kept it was so that you could see the title here. There's two things, really, that form the meat of this product. There's a new adventure module called Dead in the Water, and there's the actual Game Master screen. The screen itself, pretty nice here. You got 4 different parts to it. You got the title there, Luke, Vader, and a Stormtrooper making up 2 of the parts, and then this far side's got the Death Star on it. Works well. If you flip it over, it's kind of like the one we got for Edge of the Empire in most respects. Tons and tons and tons of charts. Every kind of chart you might need, outside of maybe an adventure module, to play a standard game with Age of Rebellion. Everything from dice information, difficulty information, charts about how weapons are used, charts about critical injuries, and so on. And every chart gives you a page reference back to where you can find this information in the core rulebook, so you can just flip to it when you need more information. Extremely convenient. I'd recommend it for this alone if you're going to be game mastering a Star Wars Age of Rebellion campaign. Not sure if you need this and one for Edge of the Empire if you're playing with both, but it does make for a great reference here. What's really the standout here, of course, though, is the adventure. Dead in the Water basically is, it's not too long, it's about 30 pages, give or take. Fully illustrated throughout and everything like you would expect. Basically, the Rebel Alliance needs some droids. They're critically low on certain types of droids, and they've hired out to some pirates, some privateers they call them, to be able to get their hands on it. Problem is, the privateers, or pirates, I guess they could be pirateers, but I guess pirate ears are the things that they pierce. It turns out that they may not be quite what we think they are. And the droids that they wind up procuring get back to the Shadow Raptor, the Rebel Alliance Intelligence Command ship, and start going crazy. And the story becomes one of trying to survive that, and trying to figure out just where in the world these droids came from, who it was that betrayed them, if anyone, what is the deal with these droids. A story told essentially in 3 acts. Works well, and I will say there's something interesting here that you can find when you first open it up. String of Adventures. This is actually designed to go along with other adventures we already have from this product line. You start with, it's Takeover at Whisper Base. The working title at the time was called Welcome to Onderon, and that didn't get changed here. I've checked with the writer of this. But Welcome to Onderon / Takeover at Whisper Base from the introductory game, the beginner game, then leads into the free beginner level game, or module adventure, that you can download online, that you have the little flyer for inside the beginner game. That is supposed to lead you into, and it tells you how and everything in here, Preliminary Hall, that's the one from the core rulebook, which can then lead you into Operation Shell Game from the beta rulebook, if you can get your hands on that still, and that leads into Dead in the Water. Now there's all kinds of information about how to just set it up from scratch. But if you want to link them together, they're giving you a way to do that, and I thought that was a terrific way of tying together all these early materials for Age of Rebellion in a way they didn't really for Edge of the Empire. So, nice book, nice adventure. It's meant to be in, I believe it's 2 sittings. It's only about 30 pages long or so. You got the great resource here to go along with it, $25, less depending on where you buy it online. I would definitely pick it up if you were going to be the game master for Age of Rebellion. If you're just going to be a player, not the GM, you might want to hold off on it. But for GMs, definitely pick this one up, especially if you picked up all the other stuff so far, because that way you can string them together, if you haven't already, to make one nice, long campaign for your new characters.